As you are aware, I, Asha, am a student of Krista Jyoti Senior Secondary School. As you all know, today, February 28th, celebrated as National Science Day. But how many of you know why and for what reason this day is celebrated as National Science Day? As you all have heard about the famous Indian scientist Sir Chandrasekhara Venkataraman. He was the person who discovered the scattering of photons, which was known by the name Raman effect after his discovery. And this was discovered on the same day, that means on February 28th in 1928. But after 2 years, that means in 1930, he won Nobel Prize for this remarkable discovery. And this was the first Nobel Prize that India have got in the field of science. To remark his discovery every day, that every year on the same day, we are celebrating National Science Day. Thank you.
I am Alvinesh, studying in Krishayodi Senior Secondary School, Thiruvananthapuram. Pollution and increasing fuel price are some of the major problems that we face today. Today I am introducing a hydro engine which is cost effective as well as reduce pollution. Let me explain this. This is electrolysis of water and this is a bike engine. It is the spark plug of the engine and these two are its valve. This is the cylinder head of the engine and this is the piston. This is a crank of the engine. This is a cooler and this is a valve which allows water to move towards this direction only. Here the water is electrolysis to produce hydrogen and oxygen. The produced hydrogen and oxygen is transferred to the engine through this pipe. Here hydrogen and oxygen is ignited by the spark plug and this produces a pressure which pushes this cylinder head and this push is converted to a rotation by this crank. As the hydrogen is burned only in the presence of oxygen, the only byproduct is water. The produced water in the form of water vapor is transferred through this pipe and this reaches the cooler. In the cooler, it is converted to water in liquid form and this water is transferred to this beaker again. Water that we use in this engine is recollected here and it can be reused. Here the only byproduct that we produce is water which is reusable, so there is no pollution. The resources that we use here are water and electricity, so it is cost efficient. So I recommend this to all producers. Thank you.
Have you ever wondered where the rain comes from or how the clouds are formed? That's what the process of water cycle is all about. When the sun heats up the rivers and oceans, the water becomes water vapor and rises up in the air. This process is known as evaporation. When this water vapor rises up in the sky, it transforms into water droplets. These water droplets, along with gases and other dust particles, come together to form clouds. This process is known as condensation. When these clouds become too heavy and cannot hold any more water, it bursts open and gives a rain, hail or snow. This process is known as precipitation. This rain gets stored on oceans, seas and rivers and springs as water, and this water and springs transforms into groundwater. So, water cycle is a continuous process of evaporation, condensation and precipitation. It's a never-ending process.
Treat me right and you will be see the light. Treat me wrong and you will be gone is the famous quote by C.V. Raman. Chandrasekhara Venkataraman was an Indian physicist. He was popularly known as C.V. Raman. He was born on 7th November 1888 at Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu. He completed his studies in University of Madras. In 1928, February 28th, the Raman effect was discovered. The Indian government celebrated this day as National Science Day. In 1954, the Government of India awarded him the first Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award. In 1930, he got Nobel Prize in Physics for his work on the scattering of light and for the discovery effect. He was the first Asian person to receive a Nobel Prize in branch of science. He died on 21st November 1970 at the age of 82 due to cardiac arrest.
Hi, I am celebrated as National Science Day. I am here to introduce a famous personality, Vikram Sarabhai. Vikram Ambalal Sarabhai is one of the famous physicists and astronomer who initiated space research program and helped to develop nuclear power in India. He was honored with the Padma Bhushan in 1966 and Padma Vibhushan in 1972. Sarabhai is one of the main person behind the scientific education of India. Establishment of India Space Center ISRO is one of the Sarabhai's biggest achievements. Sarabhai died on 13 December 1971 due to cardiac arrest in Trivandrum. In honor of him, the ISRO declared a Vikram Sarabhai Award. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hi friends, science is something that has the power to change this world and therefore we must use it wisely. Warm wishes on National Science Day to everyone. We all know chemistry is fun, so let's go and explore. This is a simple experiment. All we need is vinegar, baking soda and a candle. Pour some vinegar in the glass containing baking soda. Listen to the fizz sound friends and see the candle extinguishes. What happens here is baking soda is a base and react with vinegar, which is an aqueous solution of acetic acid, and produce carbon dioxide, then extinguishes our burning candle.
Good morning to all. I am Selena S of class 7A2. National Science Day is celebrated every year on 28th February to commemorate the discovery of the Raman effect by Sir C.V. Raman. The theme of National Science Day 2022 is Integrated Approach in Science and Technology for a Sustainable Future. As a part of remembering the great discoveries of our scientists, let me present before you a small experiment. It is to check the continuity of liquids. Let us move on to the experiment. Look, this is a test circuit. It consists of a bulb, battery and a liquid. Now we are going to check the conductivity of liquids. The liquids are water, salt water, milk, honey, coconut oil and lemon juice. First we are going to check in water. Yes, the water is a conductor. Now we are going to check in salt water. Yes, the salt water is also a conductor. Now we are going to check in milk. Milk is also a conductor. Now we are going to check in honey. So honey is a poor conductor. Now we are going to check in coconut oil. The coconut oil isn't a conductor. Now we are going to check in lemon juice. Yes, the lemon juice is also a conductor. Now the water, salt water, milk, honey and lemon juice are the conductors. The coconut oil isn't a conductor. Thank you.
Hello everyone, myself Ajanjana. I am here to say some important words about India's one of the most famous scientists, Hargobind Khorana. He is an Indian-American scientist who was born in 9 January 1922 in Raipur. His scientific career is mainly depending on the molecular biology. He is known as the first person to demonstrate the role of nucleotide in protein synthesis. He is the younger of the family, containing one daughter and 4 sons. His father was a Parvati in their village. Although poor, his father was dedicated to educate their children, and they were particularly the only literate family in the village, inhabited by about 100 pupils. and Hargobind Khorana, who made important contribution to the field by building different DNA chains with enzymes, and using these enzymes he was able to provide the proteins. He got Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine in 1968. Thank you.
Science is a beautiful gift to humanity and we should not distort it. These are the words of Missile Man of India, a good scientist, people's president, and phenomenal teacher. APJ Abdul Kalam has been the driving force behind many cutting edge technologies in India. From satellite to local human healthcare, his contribution will be always worthy of mentioning when we are talking about India's science and technology. He was the master brain behind multiple nuclear tests which was carried out in Pokhran in 1998. He also took participation in invention of Kalam Raju tablets and Kalam Raju stents. He once said that science have revealed that the human body is made up of millions and millions of atoms. For example, I am made up of 5.8 into 10 raised to 27 atoms.